Okay, this is part two of bonus video one about Felon 47 and pedophilic disorder or whatever the fuck that I had to Google this shit. Um, get the answer you're looking for Ed the Web. No, I really don't have the answer that I'm looking for. Where did I click? Because I wasn't finished reading this damn thing. Um, I did show you guys the page for the person. This has pedophilia, but it doesn't have the pellet. Oh, hold on. It has it. Oh, what the fuck, Knuckles? I definitely got to get this goddamn computer fixed. Anyway, we're gonna pronounce it. I found how to pronounce it. Hopefully. Come on, say it. What the hell is that?
Pedophilic.
One more time.
Pedophiliac.
Okay.
Pedophilic.
So, this is one of the causes of this.
Pedophilia.
That's pedophilia.
Pedophiliac.
Pedophiliac. That's who the person is.
Pedophilic.
And that's pretty much the disorder. So, as I was saying before I got a call from the Library of Virginia for some health issues, you know, the guy came down the elevator. He looked at an 8-year-old child and literally said, "I'm going to be sleeping with your daughter in 10 years." Y'all don't think that's a problem? Y'all don't think that it's a problem that he went into the Miss Teen Universe pageant when all these 14-year-old girls, 14, they're still kids, goddammit, and he's doing this, "I can't see anything," or the exact quote was, "Don't worry, ladies, I've seen it all before." They're 14. I'm 51 right now. He was in his 50s or late 40s when he did that shit.
Pedophilia. Pedophiliac. Pedophilic.
Y'all don't want to hear that shit, right? Yet, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen the pictures on the internet with him and the 14-year-old girls from the Epstein Island, right? Now, we're going to support this son of a bitch, even if he is a pedophiliac or a pedophiliac or whatever the fuck this damn machine just said. Let it sit in. Let it sink in. I don't have fucking kids, man. I don't. But let me have been that white man coming down the elevator, escalator, whatever the fuck, with my daughter and have a fucking 50-year-old or 47-year-old man look at me in my face, tell me my daughter's pretty and that he's going to be sleeping with her in 8 to 10 years. The only thing you're going to be sleeping with is a fucking knuckle massage. And a fucking memory of the last thing you saw would be my fucking white fist in your fucking face because you just literally told me that in 10 years, if I leave my daughter out of my sight, you're going to find her and you're going to give it to her good. And y'all don't seem to think this is a fucking problem. If you support Felon 47, you don't seem to think that that's a fucking problem. What's wrong with you? Do you have children? Are you girl dads? Are you a mom who went through some shit, so you got to double check and watch your daughter so that they don't go through some shit? From a crazy uncle or a grandfather or a Jimmy Joe Blow from down the street who's your dad's best friend who diddles you when your dad's not fucking looking? Are you insane? If you're supporting this fucking Aztec racist motherfucker, you're insane. And he's not an Aztec. And there was another word I wanted to use, so I replaced it with Aztec. To support someone like Felon 47 for any means necessary, this is a fucking problem. In 2 rallies more recent toward his first term, he literally told 2 different white men that they have pretty daughters and they were 8 years old. And he literally said the same shit. "I'll be dating them in 10 years. He got on a View and literally said that if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he'd fuck her. Y'all don't have a problem with that. And I got a problem with you if you don't. I literally have a problem with you. if you don't have a problem with a grown ass man literally telling another grown ass man that he's going to date this guy's 8-year-old in 10 years. For the love of God, Lena Medina, yo. 5 years old, 27 days, and 13 some odd hours. A 5-year-old raped by her daddy. Gave birth to her brother. Google the shit. You have a whole plethora of technology on a tablet, on a cell phone. Hell, I'm filming to this right now on a fucking laptop. You can look for the shit that I'm saying. You know, whether you find it or not, you've seen the shit I've gone through trying to find.
Pedophiliac.
Or, let's go, machine.
Pedophilic.
One more time, because I was talking. Say the word, bitch.
Pedophilic.
Thank you.
Pedophiliac. Pedophilia. Pedophilia.
I struggled to find this shit because I couldn't pronounce that word right there.
Pedophiliac.
That's a disorder. Literally. And the fact that it doesn't bother y'all that this man went into 14-year-old girls. It's okay, guys. I've seen it all before. This doesn't bother you. You voted for this guy. I'm probably not the page you want to be on because he's a human piece of fucking filth. No disrespect to the Aztecs because I called him an Aztec, but I really wanted to call him an asshole. But, you know, it is what it is. I have been racially profiled as a Mexican 5 times here in Charlottesville, Virginia, since this man's been in office. Since this man's been in office, the first goddamn 2 weeks when fucking February hit, he went after the Tuskegee Airmen and Jackie Robinson. Military people who served. Well, he didn't. Then he went after the Navajo Code Talkers. Then he went after people who served for citizenship that happened to be Mexican. Had them deported. They served for American citizenship. They were Mexican. They took the back doorway into American citizenship by giving a few years of their life to the military. Filipinos do it. Mexicans do it. Japanese, Chinese, Asian people do it because it's an easier route in to being an American citizen than spending thousands of dollars that they don't have to become an American citizen and learning all this other shit. Now, granted, they still learn this shit on their downtime when they're in the military, but this door kind of puts them closer to the front without having to do the let's pay out $10,000 to become an American citizenship or whatever the price is. And y'all voted for this fucking pedophiliac dude who sits here and tells grown-ass men while he's in an escalator, that's a pretty little girl you have. Listen to those words. That's a pretty little girl you have. I'll be dating her in 10 years. The fact that he's just waiting for her to become legal should worry you. The fact that he is in a fucking escalator talking to a man about his 8-year-old daughter, if that does not fucking bother you, may God have mercy when it's your fucking 8-year-old daughter. And bad fact, here's what I'll do. I'll tell you like I tell people on TikTok. Would you leave this man in a room with your daughter with no protection and a micro camera just to see what would happen? Would you? He wouldn't be able to tell what it is if it's looking like a little brooch or a necklace, tracking device in it. Would you feel safe enough to leave this fucking bionic jackass in a room with your child? Because if you would, okay, I'm going to leave you the fuck alone. But if you think about what I said about him coming down an escalator in 1992 telling a grown-ass white man that he has a pretty little girl and that he will be dating her in 10 years. And for the white man to just brush that shit off, dude, you literally just brush that shit off like it won't nothing. Like it won't nothing. I hope your daughter's okay. 1992 was a long goddamn time ago, and I was in high school. I graduated in 1993. I didn't know Trump was a racist until 1993. People had said he was a racist. Technically, I thought he was a racist in 1989, but you know, controversy creates cash. But then I found out before I was born that he wouldn't let people who look like me, people who marked C on the application as in colored, could live in his father's and his apartment complexes. Do your research. I'm not telling you to believe me. Research on your own. Go get your ass, like I just did, a little tablet, cell phone, whatever you can get, and research that shit. Those videos are out there. Whether you can find them or not, they're out there. Now, before I go to another part of this video, I just want y'all to know, I do not like that man. I did not vote for that motherfucker. And sooner or later, he's going to get the right white family. He doesn't give a shit about you because you're white. He gives a fuck about you because you voted for him. Until you're that little Mexican dude that voted for him and got his ass beat by ICE on his motherfucking job, who actually he is an American citizenship. And they damn near broke both of his arms and they slammed his face into the ground. And he's looking like this. And they're kicking him, and they're kicking him, and they're kicking him, and he's screaming, I voted for Trump! I voted for Trump! That video's out there too. Maybe you ought to go check it out. It's definitely on TikTok. It's definitely out there. But hey, I'm just a mixed person who don't support that sumbitch. But hey, if you're going to support him, I'm just letting you know. Every day that you support someone like that, you're more connected to being part of the problem than part of the fucking solution. You literally are being part of the problem. If you can support a man who can look you in the face and tell you he's going to be fucking your 8-year-old daughter in 10 years and you don't have nothing to say about that shit, like nothing, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, and I feel bad for your daughter, but I don't feel bad for you. I feel bad for any child that you have. I feel bad for your granddaughter. I feel bad for your kids. Better never be left alone with any of your friends or any of your family members that feel the same way. You know, my ex-fiance is a Trump supporter. She's Asian. I don't know if she's actually a citizen. She was adopted and brought here when she was a kid. It's going to be an ironic twist of events if they bump into her. I'm not giving you her name. I'm not giving that much glory to her. No matter how much she fucked my life up, I'm not going to fuck her life up. But if they happen to pop up on her and they run her and it's like, oh, you're Korean. You didn't get your American citizenship, but you've been here since you were 4. Bye-bye. I voted for Trump. You think they're going to give a fuck? You know, this is a problem. So if y'all support that shit, hey, you're on the wrong side of history. And it won't be long before he finds you if you're not of color. They're already taking out people who look like me. They're taking down natives. They're taking down Hispanics. They're taking down Latinos. Anybody remotely brown, your ass is going down. So ask yourself this. What happens when they run out of brown people? What happens when they run out of brown and black and Asian people? Poor whites are next. Laugh all you want right now. Cry later. And don't say we didn't try to tell you. Because we did. Black women tried to tell you. Asian women tried to tell you. Except for the fucking tokens that all voted for this piece of filth. And then what? Oh, there was a Japanese man he sent home for overfishing. 1 semester away from getting his goddamn degree. 1 semester. Back in Japan. His wife and kids are here because his wife was an American citizen. His kids were born from an American citizen. He's back in Japan. Away from his family. Working on getting his visitation visa. so that maybe he could finish his goddamn schoolwork. And maybe y'all weren't aware that about 2 months ago, he literally told Harvard that all of your Asian students, I'm going to be on their asses. And Hong Kong University decided, we got you. We got you. If you get deported, you can come to Hong Kong University. I understand how this is working out. The man's a goddamn racist and y'all just don't want to fucking see it. And since you don't want to see it, you don't get the right to complain when he finally drops it on his own people. No, you don't get the right to complain. You don't get the right to say anything because you voted for his shit. I'm done trying to save people from Felon 47. Best of luck to you. That's all I can say. You may not like what I said. You don't have to support what I said. But understand what I said is 99.9% of the truth. If I drop the whole 1,000, I won't have anybody on this goddamn page, especially if you're a fucking Felon 47 supporter. So I give you 99.9. You can take it or you can leave it. I'm not going to hold a firearm to your head and say, hey, stay at Kung Fu Havoc #2. Echo Fang Grey Wolf needs you. Yes, I do need you. But I'm not going to hold you hostage. That's not who I am. I am grateful to have you, but I'm not going to hold you hostage. And you just need to understand that shit. You know, whatever you're going to do with your life, I wish you nothing but the best. But I will say that if you keep following Felon 47, you will follow him to an early grave. Or if you're female, you will follow him into a dark alley where he will fuck you. Because he can. And there'll be nothing you can do. He may have 6 men waiting in line to lace that ass out. And you will be stuck with whatever baby that you don't want. Because he got rid of Roe versus Wade. And you remember that shit. He's doing all kinds of shit right now. All kinds of shit right now. I promise you, if you voted for him, you are going to regret that decision. Because eventually, just like I've been racially profiled 5 times as a Mexican, eventually he's going to get the right white family. And when he gets that right white family, everybody white is going to be like, oh, what the fuck? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The 14-year-olds from 1996, they've been bitching about it. They've been crying out. No one's been doing anything but exactly what TLC said. They're gonna believe his story over mine. My story is a waste of time. And you think I'm bullshitting. It's gonna get the right white family. And when that happens, he's done all the damage that he can do. And poor white people are gonna wake the fuck up. All MAGA is mad at him now about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. There's fucking pictures of him out on the internet, of him on the plane with Epstein and P. Diddy, and there's pictures of him on the plane with not one, but 2 14-year-old girls. There's 2 14-year-old girls. One said that she was tied down until he busted his load. The other one with her had said they both had to put his piece between both of their mouths and go up and down on him until he copulated. And then he had to have sex with both of them. But hey, I'm just a mixed guy on the internet. You don't have to listen to me. But you can fuck around and find out. Or you can at least take everything I said into consideration. Because, you know.
Pedophilia.
Is a thing. And people have
Pedophiliac.
disorder.
Pedophilic.
Yeah. So, let that sink in while you're ignoring me. Or while you're just saying, we don't want to deal with Echo Fang Grey Wolf anymore because he's not a Trump supporter. I'd rather you not deal with me if you want to follow a guy who could possibly be.
Pedophilia.
Deal with that part. Because if you're going to follow him to the ends of earth, I want you to leave your daughter with him. But please, for the love of God, give her something like this with a camera on it. Or, you know, give her a little necklace It's got something like this on it, but, you know, put a camera on it. Because your daughter's going to be knocked the fuck up by that ass fucker in 10 years. Or before that, if he has it his way. Since, you know, don't worry, ladies, I've seen it all before. 1996 Teen USA beauty pageant. At least 50 girls said that he did this, which is basically the whole goddamn fucking locker room that no man was allowed in, not their daddies. Their moms were allowed in, and their moms allowed this fucking piece of shit to come in there and do that. There is articles, there is videos of girls telling people, yo, this man was fucking insane. He literally walked in on us while we were 14 years old, looking for butt glue to keep our bikinis and shit on. And y'all have done nothing. And this fucker has been voted into the presidency twice. His wife's a fucking immigrant with the fast track to American citizenship. Barron is a fucking tether. But hey, this is what you wanted. My name is Echo Fang Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Avenue number 2. I just dropped you 99.9. Do with it what you will. Stay if you like, leave if you must. But thank you for being here. Be seeing you.